Hello, I'm Claire Davis. Welcome back to Mental Health Chats. And today we have got Cleveland Hughes here, who is going to continue the topic on anxiety and talk about managing anxiety through physical activity. Hi, Cleveland. How are you going?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm very well. This is part of our wider series. Find the full interview in the playlist for this series. Could you give us a couple of examples, you don't have to mention names, but of clients that you've helped and how you've adapted the structure of what you do for specific clients?
Yeah, no problem. And I'll use an anxiety-based story to keep it relevant to what we're talking about today. So one of the principles that I teach is called the art of relaxed intensity. And it's a kind of Zen-like state in which you are alert and able to have the amount of relaxation and fluidity that you need to do the boxing movements well. And clients that have anxiety, they have a really hard time getting into getting into that Zen-like state. And what I tell my clients is that you have to get into a space where you're doing nothing until you're doing something. So like anxious clients, like, they have a hard time holding their hands up like so and just breathing. Mm-hmm. They fidget and they move around and things like that. And so we spend a lot of time just, hey, feel the ground underneath your feet, check in with each joint in your body, breathe, take a deep breath and slow down. And sometimes we spend, 15 minutes just calming that person's anxiety so we can move on to the next move. But that's basically how I assess is can you stand there and just take a deep breath and do nothing until it's time to do something.
That's fantastic. That's absolutely brilliant. And I'm interested. Is it mainly males that you have as your clients, or is there females that come along as well?
Most of my clients are females. And
females.
It's really interesting to people too, because like really, mostly ladies are coming to you. Yes. And I found that women are far more vulnerable and open to talking about, the things that are going on with them, and which makes it very easy for me to connect with them. For some strange, I think we know why, but men have a harder time showing that side and saying that they need help. So, I do work with men, and I think the men I work with are some of the strongest guys out there, because they're willing to be vulnerable and talk to another man about what they're going through. But for the most part, I mostly work with women.
Wow. And what age groups do you work with?
I typically work with my average age of a client would probably be somewhere around 38 years of age. I work with people from ages like 25 up to like age 60. But the person you will see the most is someone around the age of 30.
So thank you very much, Cleveland.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.